What's up, everybody? Ben Wigman here, field agronomist for Beck's Hybrids in Southern Illinois. Today I wanted to come to you with a general overall wheat update, what I've been seeing in the past week of this crop, what to expect in the coming weeks, things like that. So I'm sitting in a field that's sitting at a solid Feeks 5 here, and that Feeks 5 I characterize as when we look at that plant, we dig our plant up, look at basically that main stem, but that leaf that's coming down on it, and the portion of that leaf that is attached to the stem is called the leaf sheath. If that is strongly erect, it's strongly visible, growing very upright, that's how we know when we're at our Feeks 5. Feeks 4 is described as when that leaf sheath is starting to extend. Majority of this wheat crop that I've been seeing, that leaf sheath has been strongly erect. Therefore, I'm characterizing a majority of this wheat crop as sitting at Feeks 5. The next growth stage, Feeks 6, is going to be characterized as when that first node is visible. What I always recommend is go out to your wheat field. You don't even have to dig it up. Put your fingers on the ground and feel up the base of that plant to where you can see that first node visible out there. This field particularly has had a recent nitrogen and sulfur application on it. There's been a lot of that first shot that has been applied out here, which is great. However, if you haven't had your nitrogen and sulfur, your first shot applied, there's no need to worry, because I believe strongly that especially on our corn crop here, wheat that's following our corn, I think there's a lot of nutrients that's still available from that corn crop, particularly nitrogen, inorganic nitrogen. And the reason that I believe that is because of the dry conditions that we had last summer and fall. I think a lot of that is still available, and now we're starting to mineralize that, which is why our wheat crop, in my opinion, looks the way it does. So all in all, if you haven't had your nitrogen and sulfur application, your first shot applied, there's no need to worry with that at all. Still have plenty of time with it. In the next 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to be looking at putting the rest of our nitrogen and sulfur on to this wheat crop. Very important to get that on in a timely manner so we can ensure proper grain fill to maximize our wheat yield potential out there. Getting a little bit away from the wheat crop here, one thing I have been noticing in this wheat crop is some henbit, chickweed, stuff like that coming in. So definitely be mindful of those winter annual weeds that are starting to spike up with these warmer days that we've been having. Be mindful of those. Harmony applications, herbicide applications, whatever it may be, make sure we're timely with those so we can get proper contact with those weeds, because this wheat crop could canopy very, very quickly if we keep having warmer days. I know next week it looks to be a little bit cooler, but if we start getting some warmer weather, that could canopy very quickly. So we want to make sure that we're mindful of those weeds out there. All right, last thing here, trying kind of transitioning from the wheat crop, but something that I've been noticing in some of this wheat crop, and that's been the dry fall fertilizer applications that took place on wheat. If you look in the pictures here that I'm displaying, you'll notice we have different streaks going throughout the field. This is caused by improper adjustment settings on our dry fertilizer buggies, spreaders, whatever they may be. They weren't pan tested. We had the settings wrong, whatever it may be. But this is something that we don't always see in our corn and soybean crop, but we can see it very apparent in our wheat crop. So this is something, whether it's you, the co-op, whoever is spreading the fertilizer on your guys' corn and soybean field, ensure that these spreaders are properly set up for the fertilizers that you're going to be spreading, so you can get even fertilization across all of your acres out there. So hopefully you can maximize your corn, soybean, and wheat yield potential out there. If you guys have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to reach out to myself or your local Beck's representative, and we'd be glad to help. Thanks, and have a great day.